family, welcome to another beautiful edition of Annie Authors channel. In today's edition, I am going to be talking about the prophet of God that just passed on to glory. No other person but Prophet T.B. Joshua. So I strongly believe every one of us must have heard about his passing on to glory on the 6th of June 2021. So again, did he know that his time was up in this earth? If you ask me, from all indications and all researches that I have made, I will tell you, yes, he knew that he was very, very close to meet the Lord. All right, so if today's your first day watching me, please hit the red button that says subscribe, and you will be among the very first people that will be notified whenever I post something new. All right, for if you're a returning friend, well-wisher, subscriber, family, thank you so much. I really, really love you. All right, so let's gist.
This is the message from Jesus. The Christian does not consider death to be his end, but the end of his trouble, the end of tribulation. Whether you die young or old, no matter the nature of death, death is sure to come. What matter is the grace to continue living hereafter. Viewers, what matter is the grace to continue living hereafter. We need to be sure that we are ready to depart. Are you ready? Will you be ready when the Lord shall come? Will you be ready when the Lord shall come? I will be ready. I will be ready. I will be ready when the Lord shall come. I will be ready. I will be ready. I will be ready when the Lord shall come. Will you be ready? Are you ready? That is a question. Continue to trust in God is the only way to get ready for the thing we are not ready for. Trust and obey. There's no other way to be happy in Jesus. Trust and obey. Continue to trust in the Lord is the only way to get ready for the thing we are not ready for. The question you need to ask yourself, are you living each day as if it were your last? That is the question. Are you living each day as if it were your last? How are you using your life? I mean, how are you spending your life? Because the greatest way to use life is to spend it on something that will outlive it. For instance, to love someone more dearly every day. When you look around you, you see someone who is in need of your love. You will see someone who is in need of your help. You will see someone who is in need of your strength. You will see someone who is in need of your time to help a wandering child find his way. I mean, to help widowers, orphans, the less privileged, and the unsaved. To follow truth, like the book of John 14 verse 6, as blind men long for light, to keep our heart fit for his holy sight and answer when he calls. This is our task. Let me leave you with a million words. Live each day as if it were your last.
I was asking, are you ready if the Lord comes today? Even he sang this, my son that I love so much. It was like, will you be ready when the Lord shall come? Will you be ready when the Lord shall come? Oh yes, I will be ready. Oh yes, I will be ready. Oh yes, I will be ready when the Lord shall come. So this song, we sang it over and over when in my youth, in my prime time in the church, okay? So again, all right, so as I was talking about the prophet of God that just passed on to glory on the 6th of June 2021, Prophet T.B. Joshua was 57 years old. So he was a few days short to his 58th birthday, okay? And there was another sermon of his that I watched when he was urging people that on his birthday, he wanted them to pray and fast for our nation, Nigeria. So in this particular thing that I want to speak, I want to zoom in, is where he was asking people if they were ready to meet the Lord. If the Lord calls them home today, are they ready? He urged us to be ready. And he told us in that particular sermon that the only way to be ready for the things we are not ready is to trust God, to trust in the Lord. He's the one that is going to prepare us and get us ready as we keep trusting him. So he was saying that it doesn't really matter how you die. Whether you die old or die young, it doesn't matter. That all that matters are your troubles and tribulations are gone. Okay? And he also said that all that matters is to continue to live, is to continue living hereafter. That means making it eternity, making it to be with the Lord, to be in heaven. He said that's all you should continue to pray for the grace to continue to live hereafter. Okay? Joshua, as we all know, he is survived by two children, Sarah and Promise, and his wife, Evelyn, okay? So this guy is rich. He's one of those mega churches in Nigeria. His net worth is about $15 million, okay? And he also has a private jet that he bought in 2015, worth of $60 million. His money, rich, but also rich in the Lord. That's the most important thing, okay? So again, while he was preaching this, I know his gift is more like the healing part of gospel, okay? Healing. That's from my own observation. I strongly believe that was his calling. And this also brings me to how people are criticizing this and that, this and that. For me, I'm not his fan per se. I can, maybe bump into one or two of his things, but I'm not like I will go out of my way to go watch him, okay? But what I'm trying to zoom in is that if you go to 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 28, relation how the Lord called them. If you refer to 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 28, it said that the Lord gave his children gifts, so many gifts. Everybody have their own gift. And it's good for you to know yours and develop yours and work on yours, utilize yours. We don't have the same gift. You might have different one, I have different one. Sometimes people in different places might have the same gift, but don't judge me based on your own gift, the grace God has given you. Work on yours, I work on mine. As we all know, Prophet T.B. Joshua, his own was on the healing part, okay? He was a healer. So in that 1 Corinthians chapter 12 verse 28, it said that God gave some people, there were apostles, there were prophets, there were teachers, there were miracle doers, there were healers, there were helpers, there were leaders, there were people speaking in tongues, okay? So there are like 8 gifts in that particular verse in the Bible that God gave his children. So if you come to a particular church, people have different specialties of gift. And sometimes now I also want to urge the pastors to know the gift of their church members so that they can zoom in closely to that which that person has been given unto, and help that person to utilize it, maximize it. Okay, I don't like when I see some pastors focusing on certain people in the church and forgetting about the rest of them in the church, because maybe they are not as spoken, or maybe they are not financially flamboyant, or maybe they are not paying big tithes. The pastor will just totally ignore them, not knowing fully well that those people might have different gifts. It might not be financial support to the church, but they might have different gifts that the Lord has given them. So I urge pastor to zoom into each individual's gift and maximize it to the glory of God. If I'm a singer in the church, use me for the singing. If I'm a donator in the church, I give money, utilize me for that. If I'm a Sunday school teacher, utilize me for that. If I'm a prayer warrior, utilize me for that. If I'm a leader, utilize me for that. Don't go as I give. There are like 8 gifts that the Lord explained in that particular verse, okay? So while I was listening to that sermon that I'm going to play later, what struck me again was going back to Psalms, the book of Psalms, chapter 90, verse 12. He said in that particular, David told the Lord, teach me to number my days that I may gain a heart of wisdom. It's very important that you number your days. Even what I mean by numbering your days is to live as righteous as possible, to live on the positive side as possible, while preparing your, everything about you in this earth, maybe building, saving, raising your kids and all that. Yes, continue doing those ones, but numbering your days means living in a way that it pleases God, so that you can make heaven if the Lord calls you anytime. So if you ask me, I will tell you that Prophet TB Joshua knew his time was up. He was preaching about eternity. He was preaching about death. He was preaching about being with the Lord. He was preaching about nothing matters in this world anymore except the life after. Okay? He was also preaching that how you die is not important. It's not relevant. He was preaching that all that matters is the grace to live after this world. Okay? So he was asking us to trust God to help us overcome things we don't know. Okay? He was asking us to be prepared, to be ready to meet the Lord anytime he calls. And what happened? God called him just like that. And according to what he was saying, if that's how he was living, then I'll guarantee you he was ready. Very, very ready. And he knew that his time was just close enough. All right, so listen to this tape and comment, share, and like and love, okay? So again, thank you so much for watching another beautiful edition of Annie Authors channel. I love you. Please stay safe and live like today is your last day on this earth. Be ready. All right, guys. Bye.